happen. You have to seal these holes together.
Okay,
Prof. I think where I'll direct you, Prof, is where to get your facts. And the reason why I said you must interpret things very different, because first of all, of the weight, the academic weight that you have. You and my cousin who sells muhogo, who is my very good friend, I'm telling you, must not see things at the same level. Because if you are able to see things at the same level, we are going to question your credibility as far as your academic go. So the reason why I can understand when he says things like those, because I don't know where he's gotten his facts from. But from where you sit, Prof, if you hear something like that, you have to check it and recheck it. Because that should be the credibility of your existence. As a prof, people look up to you for facts. Now, very quickly, Prof, there's something that he's alluded to as far as the changing of the economy goes. Let me tell you, actually, all of us are concerned about the food prices. We are all concerned about the cost of living. But, again, I told you, something must precede just that thought and the excitement of, oh, wow, why, when will you turn them around? Prof is an economist. And him being one, he must understand something called the economic degradation process. The economy of a nation is not subjected to a light switch. Where you put it on, the economy is good. Where you put it off, the economy is bad. It takes time, a period of systematic abuse for an economy to go rogue. This is what we are witnessing. And it actually has real parameters of how an economy can go bad. It took Kibaki serious time to turn around the Kenyan economy, as it will take President William Ruto. It is not, like I'm telling you, it's not a light switch, and Prof will tell you, where you wake up one morning and you go and turn it on. We need a good economy. No. The degradation has come through, like I'm telling you, systemic abuse over the years. Whether you're looking at it on haphazard borrowing, whether you're looking at it on leakages, on governance, it takes time. And by the way, something else Prof may not tell you, that there is a way you can create a superficial economy and people think everything is okay. Yet your economy is super bleeding. And when you get to wake up, you realize, wow, it's like the way we are told about cancer. It can just be chewing you pole, and before you say cut and a half, stage 4. So is the economy. And so when you get to a point where you need to change the economy, he will tell you, he has very good examples. I don't know whether you've listened to Prof. He has very good examples. He will tell you about how Singapore built herself. He will tell you about how Church and Mao built China. It was not a 2-day, a 10-year job. It was a serious task, combined with serious achievables. People had to go to prison.
So then, do you have faith in our institutions?
We must have faith.
No, do you?
I do have faith. Because even Prof will tell you, if there's one thing, and this I would like to say to our viewers as well, if there's one thing that we must reignite, is the value system for love of country. And the reason why I'm saying this is me and Prof don't have another country that we'll go to. We were born here and probably to this we will die. And if that is to live out to the true meaning of what our country should be, the first exercise that me and Professor must do is to become patriots. True patriots want to see a country progress. True patriots want a country to be subjected to progressive advance at every stage. That's the name of the game. So we cannot be the first people to sit down and chastise a country that is trying to make inroads for a better tomorrow.
But we can question it, right?
Of course, all the time. That is why I say, and I'll give you an example. And I traveled somewhere, blessed to travel someplace, and when I went, I found youths of that particular nation. In fact, it's in our region. And let me tell you what these young people are doing. They were actually selling their country through social media. Visit country XYZ, visit country XYZ, visit every person. They actually carried a hashtag for 6 months. Guess what? Their economy improved by 3% to their GDP by selling their nation. What does that tell you? That the weight of our nation is a high universal appeal. In a sense, materially. So can you imagine if 20,000 young men and women will sit down and sell their country, knowing fully well the domino effects that can filter to our GDP. That when a tourist lands, very shortly, when a tourist lands in Jomo Kenyatta, he gets an Uber, which your brother rides. Your brother makes money. They come to a hotel where your cousin is working as a chef. That's money made.
It's a trickle-down effect.
Amazing.
Yeah.
These are some of the things that we must understand. And at the same time, imagine 50,000 Kenyans sit down to chastise their country. Do you know the first thing that people and tourists will do? They'll just take, what is this hashtag?
If they don't love their country, how can we?
Yeah. So you can easily turn around the tide. We just need to understand the sophisticates of our times. The good tool that we use to abuse one another can actually be our greatest undoing.
Okay, Prof.
So let me just get there. First of all, let me tell you, Gabe, I agree with you with two things.
We have 5 minutes, gentlemen, so keep it short. Okay.
So the first